La 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 la. La 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 la.
Now we're in Arkansas. We are actually in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Last night we pulled in late here at this KOA, and that's where we ended up staying the night. So we want to go to the Hot Springs campground, which is, it's called Gulpha Gorge Campground, and they have full hookups, but it's first come first serve. So we are headed over there now to see if we can get a site. Basically the way it works is you find a site, you put your camper there, set it up, then you come here and pay.
And it was 23 for reference.
It was site number 23, yes. It's there.
From up high, it's...
Site unavailable?
What?
What do you mean unavailable? Huh. All right, now we gotta figure this out. Apparently, you can't actually,
Pay for a site.
You can't pay for a site. It'll say site unavailable if the site has already been reserved for the previous day, because it expires at noon. So you have to wait until noon to pay. But if the receipt is gone, that means the person who was there is not there anymore. So you have to put like, set up camp on that site. Well, we didn't have our camper, but we did have our big mat. So what I did was I laid our gigantic mat out on the, in the site, so that it's very, very clear that we are marking that spot and that's ours. So now we have Birdie. We went over to the KOA and got the camper, got everything shut down. This is a nice setup.
Really,
normally in
yeah.
national parks they don't have any amenities,
Like
because
electric even.
yeah. Usually it's just like, you know, put your stuff out here, but that's pretty. So there's like a stream that runs through it. A river runs through it, you might say. And it's a really pretty place. Meg, what do you think of the site?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, so awesome.
So in case you can't see, it's a river back up there. That's a river. This is our, you know, we have a little backyard for the kids to play in. It's super private. Look how nicely grown the vegetation is between the two sites. So we got the Airstream over there, and like all of this is our kind of security. So all of this site here, this is all ours. So it's pretty awesome. Hello. So Liam's birthday is tomorrow morning, and we have all of his stuff set up. So over here we have his breakfast cereal. We do balloons.
No. Happy birthday!
Yeah. Oh, I went up.
Liam finished building all of his Lego things.
And I've been posing them.
A Star Wars speeder, I guess. Over here we have a I don't remember what this thing's called. Liam, do you have a favorite Lego that you got today?
I don't know. Because they're all pretty cool. And one of my favorites is this guy. And that one, and that, and this one. I like this one.
Okay, next up is that we're gonna go to Cracker Barrel, and Liam is really excited because he'll get a dessert at Cracker Barrel. And then after that, we're gonna go to a place that we found here in Hot Springs and do some like fun activities like bumper cars, and I think they have a little ropes course thing or something like that, or zip line, or it's all indoor, but anyway, we'll check that out. Happy birthday to you. 6 years old today.
Make a wish. Make a wish.
Right here? The sun is making you sneeze. You look cool, man.
All right, stay right there, Leo.
All right, let's see what we got. All right, now we're moving on to laser tag.
Music playlist. Music playlist. No, music playlist. Stand
They
up.
want about 5 seconds.
Music playlist.
5 seconds. Come on, Liam. Let's go. Come on, come with me.
Go, go, go.
I do like backflips.
There you go. I got you. Just go. You did that already. Don't step on one until he's off. There you go. I had the GoPro strapped to my harness, and one of the ropes bumped the GoPro, knocked it off, and it fell all the way, landed on this concrete floor here, and it broke my case. And so the camera's fine, but the case is broken. Such is life. We are going to a brewer. Why is it that word trips me up every time? We're going to a brewery. It just doesn't sound right.
Brewery.
There you go. In Hot Springs. And what's I guess cool, interesting, unique about this place is that
Yeah, the reason why we're going is
that
because
they make beer from the water in the hot spring, which is pretty cool.
thermal water.
The water from the hot spring is a big deal here.
And I think it's the only one in the United States that does this.
From a hot spring?
From a hot spring, I
That's
think.
super cool. So anyway,
was reading
not sure
it.
what to expect yet, but yesterday when we were in town, we were trying to get video on our phones, but we went ill-prepared with our phones having like 15% battery each.
True.
And so we got only a little bit of the bathhouse experience.
It's a
which was-
really cool experience.
It was really cool, if
Kind of
eerie.
weird.
Yeah, it was eerie. It is eerie. Here's what I was going to say, though, about Hot Springs.
What about it?
It's a different national park.
It is.
Like most national parks, it's like usually there's something there's like a mountain or like there's
I know,
like
I was
a
kind of wondering if there was like a
river,
place
there's
where we could actually see the spring kind of
I mean,
do what
think
it
like
does.
Grand Canyon,
so.
Bryce, Canyonlands, Arches. They're all like preserving something, and it's usually some nature thing. But this is all about these hot springs.
Well, yeah, it is about the hot spring, but it's
right,
more
but
about
you can't see the hot
It's more about the
spring.
bathhouses.
It's not like you can
and
just
the-
walk in and see the hot springs. That's kind of what I was expecting. When I
Yeah.
found out we were going to Hot Springs, I
You're
thought,
like, oh, we're gonna do a hike and
cool.
go to the
I was
springs.
picturing like those things that they have out in like Arizona,
Yeah.
where you can go and like there's like a bunch of springs and you can just
go
kind of
get
chill
in
out.
and stuff,
But
yeah.
it wasn't. It's not like that at all. It's like these giant bathhouses that are like spas. You know, that were
I do
like-
think it's really cool how much of the history they preserved in the one bathhouse and in the place where the visitor center is.
It's weird.
It's kind of weird.
It looks like it looks like somebody pressed pause on everything. This is a neat national park. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a neat national park. And Hot Springs, we've really enjoyed. I've loved our time
Me
here.
too.
Because it's just been so relaxing. Like you come down here, it's like, oh, we're here and we're done. And there's not like like, it's not so big that you feel like you have to keep coming back every single day to make sure you get your, you know, your time worth.
Yeah.
I don't want to say money's worth, but anyway. Check this out though. This is Hot Springs. Okay, that right there, what you see over there, those are the bathhouses there and there. And this is the national stuff. This is the national park stuff right there. All of that is the national park stuff. And that's what's interesting. That's different. Most national parks aren't preserving buildings, you know, but this one is. There were 4 of these bathhouses on this road, maybe more. I think there was 4.
There's a lot.
And these bathhouses that were all built around these hot springs have been basically repurposed. There are 2 of them that are preserved. One is preserved by the National Park System, and it's a museum. The other one, the second one that's been preserved, it's called the Buckstaff. And that's one that's preserved so that you can go there, and it's not so much it's been preserved, it's just that they never closed. So Buckstaff's still going. And so that's where Megan's going tomorrow. And the other is, is Ozark the nice one?
Yes. So
And
it's
then
more of
there's-
like they do have the thermal waters, but it's not like you don't get the traditional experience. I've heard it's more like a spa.
It's more like a
you
spa.
feel like you're at any other spa.
And then now, what was that other one? It looked small. It almost looked just like a gift shop.
I think it's the only 2 operating.
So there's only 2 operating. It's the Buckstaff and the Ozark. But then the place we're going today, it used to be operational. Now it's a brewery, which, I mean, that's pretty sweet. So this is the nice one. So maybe this one. Oh, this is the nice one.
This is the one.
Ozark over there is just like a gift shop.
Or something, yeah.
And then right there, that's the national park center right there. That one, and that one has a museum with 3 floors and a basement that you can go and see. And they actually have a spring with that you can look through the glass and see in the basement, which is pretty cool. So I've been doing some reading on the menu. So here's the cool thing. This place, Superior Bathhouse, this was the people's bathhouse. So we learned yesterday that there were like a bunch of bathhouses, and like there were some that were really for like kind of highfalutin people, and then they built a people's bathhouse that was just kind of for everybody, and that's what this place was. So it's called Superior Bathhouse.
Where's that water from?
Hot Springs.
That's right, the Hot Springs. This brewery is the only place in the world that they use thermal water to brew their beer. Like the only place in the world that they do that, which is pretty special. It's also the only brewery in a national park, which is also kind of cool. You know, so that is pretty unique in and of itself. But they also brew root beer with that same thermal water, and they brew all their beers with water that comes from the hot spring, and it comes out at like 144 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty cool. All right, I'm sure that all of the audio in here is all messy, so I guess I'll just pitch the B-roll, right? Let's do it. What you have there, Megan?
I got Harold.
Harold?
My 4th child.
This is Harold.
My 4th child.
This is the creepy baby we carry with us.
Nora's like, don't you
This
talk
is the
about
ugly
my baby.
baby we carry with us. Is it warm? I have never in my life seen a stream like this.
It's hot.
This is hot. There's no way that this can come through on the video. Okay, folks, here's the deal.
Harold says, come
Harold,
to Display Springs. Like, this is it. This is it.
this is incredible. All right, in Hot Springs, there are hot springs. This is amazing.
Did we miss this on Google?
Okay, so if you come to Hot Springs, definitely don't miss this because this is the actual, like this is an actual spring. And this is just really cool.